Hello and welcome to Elite Film Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the George Miller film Mad Max Fury Road. Okay, well, Mad Max Fury Road is the fourth installment in the Mad Max franchise, which is a sequel-ish reboot of the Mad Max movies from the 70s and 80s. Mad Max is now played by Tom Hardy, and wonderful, wonderful performance. I mean, it wasn't a lot of the dialogue. This movie isn't key on its dialogue, that's for sure. It's not a Tarantino level of dialogue. The word Max is only used, I believe, twice in the entire movie. 3 times if you want to count the title. But there isn't very much dialogue, but this movie pulled it off regardless. It is very much so a action film. I mean, the action is very intense through the entire film. There might be 20 minutes where it's just quiet, maybe 30 minutes where it's just completely quiet, but through the rest of the film, non-stop, intense action, which was very nice for a change, for an action movie to actually just be an action movie. I really love the simplicity of Mad Max. Now, the story is Max is just out on by himself in the middle of this nuclear wasteland, I'm guessing. And he is caught by a war party and taken back to the stronghold of, I believe it's Immortan Joe, and he is this warlord of this community that is pretty messed up. He's the warlord, and the way he controls everyone is he owns the water that is being pumped from the ground. And in a nuclear wasteland, I guess there's not very much water. And so he owns all these people, and he has thousands of war boys, which is very interesting. The way they put that together, it must be, I guess, once you become a teenager, they make you into this war boy, and you follow this almost religion of the war boys, where they believe that if they die in glorious combat, they'll go to Valhalla, I believe it is. And it's very interesting. They're all completely nuts and insane. So they'll do anything to get to the gates of Valhalla. And so Tom Hardy's taken to this city where he is captured, and then I'm guessing that Immortan Joe needs bullets and gas, because he's sending a war rig. This war rig is being taken to pick up bullets and gas, I'm guessing, from Bullet Town and Gas Town or something like that. And so he sends out his Imperator, Furiosa, which is played by Charlize Theron. Another amazing performance. I think she outshines Max in this movie. She's definitely a more interesting character. And so she is commissioned to go and take this war rig with a bunch of war boys to Bullet Town and Gas Town. And so she is commissioned with this quest and goes out on the Fury Road. She is out on the road until she goes off the road towards a different commissioned place, and they figure out what's wrong, and Immortan Joe finds out she's taken his prize breeders, which I guess is the only way to have healthy children in a nuclear wasteland. And so that's pretty much your movie. We have Immortan Joe chasing Furiosa, but where Max comes in is a war boy played by Nicholas Hoult named Nux. I guess he's too old, which I guess 20 or 30 is too old for a war boy, so he's using Max as his blood bank. They have Max strapped to the front of their car to use as Nux's blood bank, and that's pretty much the movie. I think Max finally escapes them and joins up with Furiosa, and he takes them hostage in a bunch of different situations. Max and Nux eventually help Furiosa because a bunch of other circumstances. But overall, George Miller did an excellent job at portraying an action film. I would put Mad Max in my top 10 for action movies. He also really didn't rely too heavily on CGI, which was very, very welcome. I mean, the only time I really thought about CGI was there was the huge dust storm, which was obviously CGI. A few guys that fell off the cars, I'm guessing CGI. If not, cheers to you stunt doubles. And also, I didn't realize this until towards the end of the movie. Charlize Theron has like half of her arm chopped off, which is obviously CGI. But yeah, this film is incredible. I recommend it to anyone who is into action movies. I'm gonna put this out there: if you do not like action movies, you're probably not gonna like Mad Max. I did want to put in that Mad Max is also rated R, so it's probably not a great family movie unless you're really, really terrible parents. But I'm guessing anyone, teenagers or anyone over that, would absolutely love this movie. And it's not too long either. It only has a runtime of about, I believe, 130 minutes, which is very nice. It's not one of those 2-hour movies which feels too long. It's just a great running time, and you never feel bored through the entire movie. I'm going to say Mad Max is a great time. Go watch it if you get the chance. And this is a little film review. This is Joe Burkhart, and I'm going to be trying to upload a video every Thursday or whatnot. Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, or around that time. But I'll try to keep the videos coming, and yeah.